This is a good one. So, how do we enjoy this female attraction that we get, or just female energy in general, without having lust come up, without wanting to like possess her, without having these sexual fantasies, without having an agenda, without wanting more from her? Can I get her number? How do I keep this female attraction going without any of that? How can you just enjoy that female energy and attraction in the moment and just enjoy like that? How do you do that? First thing you got to realize is female energy is strong. I made a video before about that. The healing power of the feminine energy can scare men. I think it's the name. It's strong stuff, man. I mean, do you see? This is the main reason why these priests, some 100 years ago used to burn the women. This is why. They thought they were witches. Well, why did they think that? Because when they walked by them, when the girl walked by the priest and she's just being herself, or she's picking medicinal herbs from the jungle or something, when they saw her, they got activated. They couldn't control them. They wanted to have sex, and they were celibates. They were doing semen retention before it was their time to do it. They weren't ready to do it. They were doing it because of a mind projected idea. I've shared about that in the other video, I think. I don't know if I posted it yet. It's like, what's your motives for doing semen retention? Are you doing it just because, you're trying to follow someone else's idea that it's good, or you're following some doctrine or something? Or do you feel it in your heart? So you got to do it when you feel it in your heart. So these priests didn't feel it in their heart. They were doing it. They were trying to practice semen retention with their mind. You can't do it with your mind. You're not strong enough. Life will call you out and test you, and you're going to fail. So these women would walk by, and the priests would just get all messed up, blame them. They didn't own it. They didn't own their weakness. They didn't give props to the female energy. Like, whoa, that's some strong energy, God, that you created. No, they said, no, you're a witch. You're trying to deceive me and put a spell on me because you're activating my sexual instinct, and I'm a celibate. So then they burn them. So the female energies, and then it messes the women up. Like, that carries over through generations, and now the women are scared to be themselves too. Like, they're like, damn, if I put too much if I'm myself and I start letting this female energy emanate, then two things are going to happen. Chances are, either the guy is going to, he just can't control himself, and he's going to start working me on some level. He's not going to be authentic, number one, and so she holds back, and it sucks when you hold back, because something in our being doesn't want to hold back. We don't want to play small. We want to just let it flow. We want to demonstrate, you can say, God's grace and glory through these individual forms, because the God essence principle is in all these individual forms in a unique way. And we're here to express that, not from ego, but from just surrendering and saying, like, God, do with me as you wish, after we've already experienced all the mental desires and how it feels to be this seemingly autonomous individual with all its personal things. We've done that, we give that up, and now we just want to flow. We're just riding down the river, The individual's still here, but we're not so attached to it. We're more tuned with this higher consciousness. And then when that's our state, all these gifts can start shining through, and it feels good. Like, that's what we're here to do. But we're living in a time and age where that's not so accepted, and we get in trouble. We get punished. The girls get in trouble because the guys want to have sex with them and work them and stuff. And I didn't give the other example. And also the guys get in trouble. I used to get in trouble back in the day when I'd get fired all the time from my jobs. People would get insecure. The manager, I would ask questions. Like, if I didn't understand something, and then that would make them uncomfortable because they didn't want to look at it. I didn't know that at the time. I met a good guide when I was in my teens, and man, he straightened me out. I would have died if I didn't have him. I would just thought I was messed up. I just thought the whole world, I just was wrong. Like, what am I doing here? Nobody gets me. I get in trouble all the time, and I didn't do it. I didn't mean to. Anyway, so God sent me somebody to help me. So there were two main things that the girls get in trouble for when they emanate this female energy. The first thing, like I said, the guy gets too affected by it, and she doesn't like that. She wants masculine energy. Masculine energy is access. It's stability. The man gives the space for the feminine energy to play and do its thing, as powerful as it is. See, the feminine energy is attracted to that. It wants that. It wants, somebody a man who's in touch with this masculine energy. He's not gonna drop to his knees when he sees a so-called pretty girl. At the same time, he understands and appreciates the power. That's the other thing. You don't dismiss it, like some of these guys. The female power. You got nothing on this. They need to bow down. This whole ego attitude. They're just lying to themselves. Somebody that's honestly in the moment, perceiving things as they are. There's no way you're going to say female energy is not powerful. If you do, you're lying. So the girls don't want that. They don't want to feel this. The guy, she doesn't want to like break a guy just by looking at him, just by giving him some female energy and smile. She's like, damn, really? That's what I'm saying. Women could take the whole planet over. At this time and age, with the collective consciousness of guys and how weak they are, man. Anyway, but they won't do that. It's not in the feminine nature. See, God worked that out. Otherwise, they would have take the planet over. It'd be so easy. What's the other thing? So the first thing was the girls don't want the guys to get weak and start being inauthentic. And the opposite of that is, they don't want them to get mad like the priests. Probably not going to get burned at the stake today unless you're in some of these Gulf countries. They might still do that on the down low, but it's not so popular like it was, 2,000 years ago. But they don't want you to get mad at them because they can feel, guys can get resentful when the girl's shining and everything. He'll get resentful. He'll be like, he'll sense that she's in the fullness of her being, like she's flowing. See, girls can surrender easier than guys, and their intuition sharper. A girl, because the emotional component's stronger. The guy, the mental component's stronger, the ego. That works, that has positives and negatives. Girls can become delusional easier too, because there's just so much emotion. So she can let go easier. When you let go of yourself, you're just flowing. Let go of the mind, and then just the projections and the strategy. See, a lot of girls don't do that. They're like, whatever. I'm just feeling. When they do that, this cosmic power can flow through better, and then you're going to be powerful, girl or guy. But girl can seem to access that better than a guy, generally speaking. So then she's emanating this feminine power and energy, and she's supposed to be, let's say she's with her boyfriend or husband who's supposed to support that and like that. He'll get resentful. She can feel it energetically. Girls can feel everything. I can too. So so they know if you're feeling like it's like something you're communicating, like they shouldn't do that. You're saying like, come on, play small a little bit, play down, you're making me uncomfortable, and I'm the man, I'm the alpha male, so you got to listen to me. All this silly shit gets communicated, like, without the words. Energetically it gets communicated, and so they feel like they don't have permission to shine or be themselves, and so it sucks. Those are the two main things. So what's the topic? Enjoy the female attraction without get mad at her or without becoming a slave to it. You can't just decide to do that and you're going to do it. I'm sharing this. This will come into your awareness. Those, if you can't do that, you'll realize it. You'll be like, wow, I can't do this. I'm taken over by these instincts in these feelings that I can't control. I'm taken over by them, and I can't do it. When I'm in her presence, I can't help it. I'm thinking about having sex with her. Or I'm wanting to get her. I'm wanting to possess her. How do I get rid of that? I can't stop. This is the compost that creates the urge to find a spiritual practice, to get connected with the greater power. See? So first we become aware of stuff. These videos are all about awareness and bringing awareness. And then you got to do the rest of the work. Once we become more conscious of our limitations, our higher self wants to transcend those, and then we start looking for some greater power that's more powerful than the mind and the human self, and then maybe a spiritual practice can get born. Go see my other channel, Spiritual Renaissance. When we allow a woman to really be herself like that, man, she's going to really like you. When she's not feeling on any level that you're dismissing her, mad at her, or hungry for her and you want to possess her, when you're enjoying the dance of the female energy, she's going to really like you. And that's what you got to do. Don't pretend like it's not strong. You'll feel it. Like, I still feel it. I'm like, damn, that's pretty strong. But I'm not taken over by it. I appreciate it. I'm like, that's cool. I give it up. I'm like, I don't even say the words, but just through my gestures and I'll just give it up. I'm like, yeah, you're a woman and you're in touch with your female nature. They like that. And then that dance, see, we're getting into high level stuff now. That dance starts to get, you start dancing energetically. You don't even have to say anything. You see her real feminine nature. She sees that you see it. She likes it. You see that she sees it and that she likes it, and you like that. And all this is being communicated energetically. That's a fun moment. And you can have that even if the woman's not your girlfriend or wife. You can have it with a total stranger. It can just be a few moments. You can share that dance. She may not even know or be able to articulate what I just articulated, but her deeper being knows. And you know that it knows. It doesn't have to catch up with her conscious mind, and that she'd be able to articulate and understand it. Some of us can articulate these subtle things and others can't. It doesn't matter. The experience is the same. We don't have to articulate every little experience. It doesn't matter. Let me know what you thought about that video. I had fun making it. All right, see you.